Welcome back to Tom. Today we're making these guys. They are my awesome gooey chocolate brownies filled with a Halva Ganache. So it's white chocolate and Halva melted together, and then you fill the brownies with them. I've been doing a lot of research on Jews and chocolate recently and how Jews have been involved in the chocolate trade as long as Europeans have been involved. How incredible is that? Throughout chocolate history, you see Jewish involvement, especially early on. So I've been looking into that and really loving what I'm learning. And really, because I didn't actually need an excuse to love chocolate, I love it even more now. So stay tuned. Let's make our brownie cupcake cups. And then we're gonna fill them with our Halva cream. Right now, this is the dessert we've all been waiting for. Let's get on with making our brownie cupcakes. Oh my goodness. All right, so loads going on here. Firstly, my oven is set to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, 180 Celsius. My muffin tin is lined with these really cute tulip liners, they're called. Yes, there is one arbitrary pink one, because though the box said 12, 11, and I've got a second cupcake tin lined as well, because it's gonna fill up more than just one cupcake tin. All right, that's all set. Now on to our ingredients. Chocolate, really important. I try to use fair trade chocolate. Can you see that? I've been to Ghana. It's a really, really sad place in certain aspects. There are some happy places about it, but since 60% of the world's chocolate comes from Ghana and it's really hard to find any chocolate, the fair trade thing, it seems important to me, so I look out for it. And Green and Blacks is awesome chocolate, so I use that. All right, 300 grams, which is 10 ounces of chocolate going into a microwave safe dish, along with 1 cup of butter, which is 225 grams. I'm gonna put these into the microwave. I'm gonna blast it 20 seconds at a time, stirring in between each blast to ensure that nothing burns. My cup is really dry, really important when you're working with chocolate that the moisture, in this case, doesn't hit it. So into the microwave we go. It'll take about 2 minutes, maybe tops, to get this all melted. And then we'll come back and put together our awesome gooey chocolate brownies. Our chocolate is melted, glossy, beautiful. It's actually not too hot because of that every 20-second type of blast thing that we did. So it kept it from creating these really hot pockets, which is what happens in the microwave. If you do not have a microwave, if you do not use a microwave, you can absolutely do this over a pot of boiling, simmering water, I guess. So simmer a pot of water, put a bowl on top of it, and then melt the chocolate and the butter in that bowl, ensuring that the water in the pot doesn't actually touch the bowl. Otherwise, the potential for your chocolate to seize is very, very high. All right, so that is all our chocolate into a mixing bowl. And I love brownies. I use them all the time. My kids, it's like one of the first things they learn how to make because they come together so easily, but we are about to up the ante. All right, chocolate in there. In go my 5 eggs, which I've beaten lightly. So in they go. And this, by beating them lightly, it'll keep them from scrambling if there are pockets of heat in the chocolate. And what you'll see is your chocolate automatically starts thickening up. Once you've added the eggs, I've got 1 teaspoon of vanilla going in, along with 1.5 cups of superfine sugar. If you can't get a hold of this, granulated sugar will do. This just dissolves much easier in the mix. I've got 1.5 cups of flour, but let's hold off on that 1 second. Let's mix our sugar in. I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm, as you can see, very excited about the brownies. All right, our sugar is mixed in, and now 1.5 cups of plain all-purpose flour along with a pinch of salt. We're gonna mix that together, and then we're gonna divide it amongst our muffin cups lined, all ready to go into the oven. All right, there they are, ready to go into the oven. Yeah, a little bit messy, but that's me. All right, so into the oven they go. I'm gonna give them about 18 to 20 minutes and then check. I want them set on the outside, but still a little bit gooey in the center. So into the oven we go, 18, 20 minutes, even 22, really depends on your oven and how hot it gets. Oh my goodness. So soon, brownie cups, yes. While our brownies cook, let's make our Halva white chocolate ganache. So ganache is usually a combination of chocolate and cream, but the Halva is gonna act as our cream and also impart an amazing amount of flavor. It's actually gonna taste like Halva cream, but Halva cream, which you could buy, which is delicious, is very liquidy and it won't set. The white chocolate and Halva addition means that it's going to set into a semi-soft ganache, so you could bite into it no problem, but it will set. So what I have here is 220 grams of excellent white chocolate and 120 grams of Halva. I'm gonna add the Halva. I'm gonna put this bowl, the microwave safe one, into the microwave, and we're gonna blast it like we do all other chocolate, 20 seconds at a time. Stir until we have our very smooth looking sauce. And you're like, this is never ever gonna set. But because of the white chocolate, it will set eventually. So into the microwave we go, 20 seconds at a time. And there it is, our Halva white chocolate ganache. And you're like, yes, seriously, this is never gonna set. It will set. It takes about 4 hours or an hour and a half in the fridge. So leave it out until you need it. And then you're gonna see how once the cupcakes or the brownie cupcakes are cooked, we're going to make an indent. We're gonna fill them. Oh my goodness, is all I could say about these guys. Really, super easy. And yet, oh my goodness, it looks like you put so much effort into them. All right, cupcakes are baking. Ganache is ready. We just need to wait. Not my forte, but waiting we will have to do. My brownie cupcakes are out. Check them out. Let me show you what we're looking for. They're cracked on top, but when I press down, it's still a bit gooey underneath. I could feel that. I'm gonna let them cool for 15 minutes and then we're gonna kind of attack them. All right, so 15 minutes, cool down, and then we're gonna come in with a shot glass. Everyone needs one of those. I'm serious. It is the tool of the trade. All right. Let's let this guy cool down. All right, so my brownies have been cooling for about 15 minutes. They're still ridiculously gooey inside, which is fine. And I could just show you what I've been doing. With the bottom of my shot glass, I guess this is a tequila glass. It's quite narrow and long. I'm pushing into the center of the cupcake. Keep it in the tin because the tin will help it retain its shape. And it looks like you're destroying your brownie cupcake. But let me just show you, that's okay. Check it out. All this gooey stuff comes out, but you've made a hole. It is very gooey. It is very dessert-like. And I'm just gonna keep on going. I've got paper towels right here to clean up the mess I'm making. And I'm just gonna keep on pressing into these cupcake brownies until all of them have this indent. And oh my goodness, then we can fill them up. So keep on pressing in, wipe up your cup, if your shot glass if you need to, and don't be scared of the mess you're making. That's part of the fun. So all my brownie cupcakes look like I've destroyed them. They each have a hole in the center, which is exactly what we want. And what I have here is my Halva Ganache. So I'm using a piping bag. It's easier for me. You could use a Ziploc bag and snip out the corner, or you could do this with spoons. I'm a bit of a mess when I do things like this, so I'm better off trying to be as neat as possible. And we're gonna fill up these hollows that we've created with the Halva Ganache. And then here's the really hard part. You need to let it set. It's gonna take some time. The brownies are really hot still, and the halva is really runny. So it'll take about an hour and a half in the fridge, or about 4 hours at room temperature. But let me just show you where we've gotten to. I do have a little bit of Halva Ganache left over, but check them out. Halva filled brownie cups. OMG, it just does not get any better than that. I am so excited. They're going in the fridge because I cannot wait 4 hours for these. I can just about wait about an hour and a half for these guys to set up. Oh, I can't breathe. All right, into the fridge they go. An hour and a half. This is going to be torture. Oh my gosh. All right. It's been an hour and a half, and check them out. I can actually now take one out, and you can see that the ganache is set, the brownie is set. It's still a bit gooey because I couldn't wait. Oh my goodness. And here it is. How extraordinary does that look? The reason I like these tulip cups is because you just open it up and there is our awesome brownie halva dessert cup. Extraordinary. I cannot wait for you guys to make these. How absolutely stunningly easy and delicious is that? Enjoy. Have a phenomenal week ahead filled with chocolate. Why not, right? See y'all soon.